Okay, in our last class, we have already learned about Hooke's law. So now, again, I repeat it. Hooke's law. Hooke's law. And it is within elastic limit, a strain is directly proportional to a strain. That is, a stress is directly proportional to a strain, or we may write a stress equal to E into a strain, or E equal to, or here we say where E is a constant of proportionality, is a constant of proportionality called coefficient of elasticity or modulus of elasticity, and hence E equal to a stress by a strain. And now can we define the modulus of elasticity. E is the ratio of a strain to a strain. Radius of a stress to a strain. Okay. So here modulus of elasticity is the ratio of a stress to the strain produced. To okay, here unit of E. E, that is F by A, and by a strain, that is change in length to the length, or we may say there is nothing. So if there is no unit of a strain, this is change in position to original position. So here this is Newton per square meter. So the unit of modulus of elasticity is same as that of the stress, Newton per square meter, or it is in SI, and in CGS it is 9 per square centimeter. Okay. So now we start the types of modeling. Types of modeling, or we may say different types of modulus of elasticity. So first one is our Young modulus of elasticity. Okay. It is defined as the ratio of normal stress to longitudinal strain. That is Y, and Young's modulus of elasticity is represented by Y. So we may write Y equal to normal stress to longitudinal strain. Normal stress, that is force by area, and this is change in length to original length. So we may write F by A into F by del A, or we may write F by pi r square into L by del A, and the radius area of a circle is pi r square, and so Y equal to F by pi r square, and the unit of this is also Newton per square meter. Okay. Next one, is your Young's modulus elasticity. After that, next one is your bulk modulus of elasticity. Bulk modulus of elasticity, and it is represented by capital A, and this is defined as the ratio of normal stress to volumetric strain. Volumetric strain, or we may write F by A equal to change in volume to original volume, that is F by A into V by del V, or we also write K equal to F by pi R square into V by del V, and the unit of bulk modulus of elasticity will be same as that of Young's modulus, or you may write VHA, the unit of the stress. And next, the third one is your modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity, and this is represented by eta, and eta is, that is modulus of rigidity, is the ratio of tangential stress to shearing strain, and this is tangential stress, that is also force by area, and this is theta, that is F by A into theta, or we may write F by A into theta, that is change in length to original length. So this is 1 by del L by L and F by A into L by del L. This is also may be written like that, F by pi R square into L by del L, and the unit of this is also with the same as that of the stress. And now one point more, that is called Poisson's ratio. And Poisson's ratio, before knowing Poisson's ratio, now I am telling you one thing more, and that is lateral strain. What is lateral strain? So lateral strain is the ratio of change in diameter to original diameter. Just see, this is a rod. This is a rod whose diameter is D and length is L. Now, the upper head of this rod is fixed. Upper face of this rod is fixed, and an external, that is deforming force, is applied at its lower end. Then what will happen? We see the length of this rod will increase by del L, but its diameter, that is D, it decreases, and decreases through how much? Del D. Or if we take radius R, then this radius will be reduced to del R. Okay? So now the ratio of change in radius to original radius or change in diameter to original diameter is called lateral strain. That is, lateral strain is your change in diameter by original diameter, or del D by D, as the diameter decreases, so negative sign should be given here. Or we may write minus del R by R. So lateral strength is the ratio of change in diameter to original diameter. Now, after knowing this, now we come to the last point, and that is called Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio. And what is Poisson's ratio? Poisson's ratio. So the Poisson's ratio is represented by sigma. Poisson's ratio is represented by sigma, and this is the ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. That is lateral strain. This is force by area. No, just we have got here minus del d by d by longitudinal strain, that is change in length to original length, and this will be del d by d into L by del L. This is sigma, or sigma, that is Poisson's ratio, is equal to minus del R by R into L by del L. This is the Poisson's ratio. So whatever we have learned here, we have learned four constants, that is y, k, eta and sigma. Where these y, k, eta and sigma are called elastic constants. Okay? So in our next class, we will read the relation between y, k, eta and sigma, and that's very important. Okay.